Hey guys, Majeffries here, and welcome to episode 93 of You Don't Win Anything with Kids. Now, you remember in the last episode I said about the friendly that's coming up. I actually had the let me try that sentence again. I actually had the opportunity to organise an earlier friendly against Hoffenheim, which I very, very nearly did, but at the last second I stopped myself because I realised that maybe two friendlies that close to each other wouldn't be that beneficial for us as a whole. So, as you can see, it would have been, I think, what's that date for that one was the 6th and the 13th. I think it was somewhere around the 10th or the 9th it was going to be. And I thought two friendlies, one after the other, wasn't going to be that beneficial for us. And it could actually end up tiring us out for the next league match. So I kept this one in. We have 7 days between MK Dons and this match to get prepared. And then we got 4 days between this match and Stevenage to get prepared. So it shouldn't be that much of a problem. What I'm going to do here, though, is go into the tactics screen, because, I mean, we've got a lot of players out on international duty or injured at the moment, which is a pain. But I'm going to go into Majeffries 3, and you can see this tactic here. What I'm going to do is change these. So that's going to be ball-winning midfielder. That one is going to be box-to-box, as always. This is once again going to be sweeper-keeper, but with a defence mentality. But one of these centre-backs is going to be, I'd say, a central defender, but, oops, wrong thing, a cover. So they're actually going to drop slightly deeper than the other two and sort of work almost in this sweeper role. Then, of course, we've got the two wing-backs, and then we've got the two wingers, and then we've got deep lying forward up front. That looks like it's going to be good for me, but I'm going to edit these instructions as well. So we're going to go more direct passing, pump ball into box, might as well do pass into space, drill crosses, shoot and sight, exploit the flanks, look for the overlap, play wider still. We're going to drop much deeper, stick to positions, allow wide players to swap. I suppose we can do that. Hassle opponents, get stuck in, use tighter marking. We're not going to play the offside trap because we'll be too far deep for that to work anyway. And we're going to play with a much lower tempo, and we're going to be more disciplined. So that's that tactic set up. You can see the familiarity has dropped quite significantly with that. We've still got Majeffries 1. Which is the 4-2-3-1, and we've got Majeffries 2, which is this one. If I'm going to change this one, I am going to change that to deep line playmaker again. I'm going to change this again to sweeper keeper with an attack mind. And then I'm going to have, instead of a target man here, I'm going to have a deep lying forward who's going to support, and then I'm going to have an advanced forward who attacks. Like that. And you can see the sort of idea behind that is the ball gets played to Morrison, who will then flick it on to whoever's playing alongside him. In the meantime, I am going to swap back to this tactic. I'm going to try and experiment with all three tactics during the next match, which I'm going to include in this episode because you can see it's the next day. So hopefully we end up properly training our players in the three methods. I mean, they get trained in it anyway during training sessions, but it disciplines them how to do it in a match scenario. We've got a few injuries going on at the moment. Robinson's injured with a damaged elbow, McGregor's out with a groin strain, Delamont's got a gashed upper leg, Jones has got a damaged elbow, Francois' got a dead leg, which isn't brilliant. We've got a lot of players who are struggling for fitness at the moment. Bobo did well for the Brazilian under-20s by the look of it, though. Partridge's loan deal is going to end soon. I am not going to renew it after that mistake against MK Dons. Campbell's loan deal is also expiring, and I'm going to let that one run out as well, I think. Right, here we go. We have our match. And like I said, it's a good chance for us. Actually, is it a good chance for us? We've got so many players on international duty. I'm not sure if it is going to be a good chance for us looking at it. Let's do quick pick and see what this comes out with. Oh my goodness. Nope. This is not going to work out. I've made a bit of an error here. Right, next thing I'm going to do is arrange another friendly. Slot it in that gap or slot it in this gap? I think this gap would be a good one to do it. Whoever they are, we'll play against them. We'll do it as a home game. I wish I'd organised the Hoffenheim match now. This is horrendous. How the hell am I gonna... I'm gonna have to just play with that team, I suppose. That is horrific. Who have I got in my under-21s? Nobody. Absolutely nobody. Okay. What about my under-18s? Okay, we got a couple more players here. I need a goalkeeper. Alex Ben. Move you into the senior squad. Dave Jones. Move you into the senior squad. Need another goalkeeper ideally. Ronnie Smith or Shane Hall. Shane Hall, I think. This has not turned out how I wanted it to at all. Next international window, I'm making sure none of my players get called up. This is ridiculous. This was meant to be a really good opportunity to test new tactics, and it's just turned into this. An absolute nightmare. Choosing my words very carefully. None of these players are even above a star. Oh, there we go. Billy Cameron. I suppose it gives me an opportunity to test some of my youngsters, so it's not all doom and gloom. I think the whole testing of the formations has gone out the window, though. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I wanted this to work out well for us, but it's not. I should have checked this, really. I blame myself. There's no one else to blame. Right. Back to the senior squad, back to tactics. We'll do quick pick again, because I can't be bothered to go through the list and find them all. There we go. We've actually got a sub bench now. We've got Ben in goal. We've actually got a pretty strong back four. Warnock, Saville, Stevens and Hutchinson. Not a bad midfield. In fact, pretty good midfield. Beckhold, Tomlin, Rooney. Even Campbell up front is a good choice. It's just our bench that's a bit lacking. But we might as well, we'll play the game anyway. We'll see how it goes. So we're going to start them in the 4-2-3-1 role. You can see they've all got friendly numbers, which is weird. We've got Warnock as number 9. Rooney is number 3. Makes no sense to me. But yeah, let's get into it. See how this goes. Once again, guys, it's my mistake. I messed up. I didn't check if there was internationals coming up. Normally I skip past those messages anyway, because half my players get injured before they get called up, so they drop out of the squad. I guess this time the country's got lucky and their players were fit to play. A lot of them weren't even actually playing; they're travelling. So it's like they're in transit. They're on their way back from their match. So in theory, they could have come back a little bit earlier and played, but they don't. They stay on. But then what can you do about that? Not a lot, really. Right, Hutchinson with the ball over the top. Not a very good one. It's pretty easy for their keeper. I don't even know if we're playing against their first 11 or not. I doubt we would be. But then I don't know how the Danish season goes. I'm assuming they're Danish. They might be Dutch. I'm going to guess they're Danish. So yeah, I mean, we're not playing that badly. We're getting some good challenges in. A few poor passes, like that one from Kleberson. That's a good ball to their striker. That's another good ball. Yep, 1-0. Wasn't really expecting Ben to play that well. I was hoping the ball wouldn't get that far. So yeah, we find ourselves 1-0 down. Not the best of scenarios to be in, but then what can you do? I'm just wondering how long I can wait before I change the system. Don't want to do it too soon because the players won't be used to this system. I see how well Ben can kick a ball. He actually gets a bit of length on it. That was a pretty good kick. found Mantum, who just couldn't do anything with it. Is that Ellegard? Laudrup going after it. Good win in the air from Rooney, and it comes for Campbell. Oh, he's put it wide. The goal was gaping. Great header from Luke Rooney, by the way. He's a player who's sort of been forgotten on my list at the moment. I need to bring him into the team at some point, because I don't think he's actually played a match for me yet. So we definitely need to bring him in. I'm looking at possession, actually. We have the majority of possession, 52 to 48. In fact, 53 to 47 now. That was a good challenge. Hutchinson on the ball. Knocks it down the middle for Tomlin. Good header from him. Found Mantum. Back for Campbell. Through for Tomlin. Good ball back to Campbell. Poor shot. Just a poor shot at the end. Otherwise we could have been looking at 1-1. Our defence is going to have to be on their toes in this game to cover for the fact that we haven't really got a good goalkeeper playing at the moment. Which again, it's not Ben's fault. I don't think he signed on expecting to be playing against a Danish First Division team in a friendly. He did well there, I suppose. Right, I'm going to change the system now. So we've done number 1. Let's do number 2. You can see Tomlin and Campbell swap roles like that. I've just noticed we're 2-0 down. Not very good. And yeah, we're going to confirm that. And we're going to play on in this 4-4-2 shape now. What kind of goal was it? Actually, that was a pretty good goal from them. Don't blame our defence at all for that one. Maybe pick up a man's run, but apart from that, not a lot really we could have done there. Again, possession-wise, we're pretty much dominant. It's just making the attacks count we're failing to do at the moment. That could change, though. That could change. We've got a couple of names on the bench that can make a difference. Like we've got McGregor on the bench, and we've got Forster-Caskey on the bench. I think we've got Morrison on the bench as well. So they're players who can come off and make a difference if need be. Campbell with a shot up and over the bar that time. I think the idea is to play a separate 11 in the second half. It's just whether I've actually got enough players in different positions to do that. I might have to leave a couple out there. We'll see how it goes. Tomlin battling his way down the wing. He has ended up losing it. Ellegard with the ball forward. Good win from Kleberson. Campbell has flicked it past his man and has got onto it well. Good ball for Beckhold. Good block from the defender. Beckhold with a little knock outside to Warnock there. And we've won a corner. I think that's our first corner of the game, so that's pretty good. We got that going for us, which is nice. Beckhold is going to deliver this one in. Hopefully it's a decent cross from him, if and when he takes it. Come on, Lars. Shake a leg. What's going on? Are they waiting for everyone to get set or something? I hate it when it does this, because you just sit here waiting for it to do something, and then within 3 seconds it's done it and you haven't really noticed. There we go. Not a very good cross. It was not worth waiting for. That really was not worth waiting for. Okay. So we're still 2-0 down. Coming up towards half time, where we will be making as many subs as possible. Kleberson with a good little switch out there to Hutchinson. That's Rooney on the ball. Played the safe route there to Kleberson. Bit of a dangerous pass, but Warnock managed to pick up on it. Back for Kleberson. Good touch from him. 2 good touches from him. Mantum. Rooney. Needs to do something with it. See what he was trying there, just didn't pay off. A bit frustrating. Do I swap systems now again, or do I just... I think I might leave it till half time. There's no point in making the change now, really, is there? There's not enough time for it to come into effect before I make all the subs anyway. Alright, Mantum on the ball. Good run from him. Been forced out wide. Yeah, too wide. Not a very good shot. Poor choice there. I don't think he'd have been able to get the ball back across goal, but he could have still tried. 2 minutes of injury time. Looking at players' condition, they're actually doing pretty good. Kleberson is the only one I'm a little bit worried about, but again, at his age, it's not that much of a surprise. That was a good shot from Tomlin, though. Forced a good save out of the keeper. Kleberson taking this corner. Beckhold's no longer on corner duties by the looks of it. That was a better delivery, but still easy for the defence. Too close to the keeper, that's the problem. If you play it that close to the keeper, anybody on the defending team can just get it away. One of their players got injured. In fact, two of their players got injured. We already had one injured in the 14th minute. Someone else has just gone off. Right, it is half time. So, let's see how many changes I can make. The first one, the obvious one, swap the keepers. Hall for Ben. Ben's done okay, actually. I've been impressed with him. Now let's change the system. Let's go back to the 4-2-3-1. That's how it was, wasn't it? Yeah. So Hall has come on for Ben. We're going to bring Morrison on for Campbell. Rooney on for Tomlin. Cameron on for Beckhold. Hutchinson on for Rooney. So far so good. Forster-Caskey on for Kleberson. McGregor is not coming off the bench because you can see his condition isn't brilliant. We're going to bring Lewis on for Saville and then move Hutchinson inside. And then we're going to bring Kirby off for Hutchinson. So actually that was a bit of a wasted sub. And then the only two players we've got left are McGregor and Jones, but that's fine. But we're going to start the second half and see how these guys work out. Kind of like the idea of being able to change your 11 like that. If we'd have had more room on the bench and didn't have McGregor on there, we would have had a better list of choices. Like I said, hopefully the next friendly we won't have international duty, and if there is international duty, then I'm just going to withdraw as many players as I can, so we can actually field a more realistic 11. Right, Forster-Caskey has won the ball. Poor pass from him. That's a really poor pass, considering how well he did to win the ball. And that's poor defending. Lewis appears to have been injured already, and he's just swiped at their guy. It'd be stupid if you get yourself booked in a friendly. You have to really do something wrong to get booked in a friendly. Right, Hall with the kick forward. Again, a massive kick. Our keepers know how to kick it a long way, that's for sure. Kirby on the ball. Gets it out wide to Hutchinson. Lewis. Almost a good ball over the top. Falls for Manton. Morrison. He got tackled, but Forster-Caskey knocks it back through for Morrison. Good save. Rooney. There we go. 2-1. John Rooney. We're not out of this yet, and we're playing a reserve team, remember. That was good from Forster-Caskey to force it back through. Morrison got unlucky here. Went for the wrong post. Should have gone near. He went far. But Rooney picked his spot perfectly there. Did really well. Pleased with him. Let's try and equalise now. That's all we can do now, really, is try and playing for pride more than anything now. Coming up to a period of time where I might look to change the system again. Let's see what happens in this attack first. Morrison on the ball. Good effort, actually, and a good save. Now we're going to have a look at changing the tactics again. We're going to go back to the number 2. Morrison and Rooney up front. I'm quite happy with that. Everybody else in the same positions. Let's do this. Move Rooney a bit further forward and see what difference that makes. Good shot from Stevens. Unlucky there from Morrison. The team needs to get back and defend now, though, because they're counter-attacking. Yeah, Warnock did well there on the header. Yeah, we've gone back to the 4-4-2 again now. hopefully, again, we can force a few more attacks. I mean, if you look at the stats, we've had 14 shots, 6 on target. That is quite impressive when you think about it. This is a reserve team playing in a friendly match against the Danish First Division team. I'm not sure if it is their starting 11. It probably isn't, but even so, we have dominated them in everything but the scoreline. And actually, Hutchinson there, Craig Hutchinson, who I hadn't even heard of until this match, has just equalised with a really, really good surging run from Rooney. He's just knocked it outside, and there you go. Look at this run from Rooney. That's a really good pass as well. Good take from Hutchinson and a fantastic finish over the keeper's shoulder. So yeah, we've done really, really well to get back into this from being 2-0 down. Fills the team with confidence as well. Even if the reserve players have good morale and good confidence, it goes up the team. Hall did well there. Good clearance from the defence as well, and good control from Cameron, I think it was, who actually haven't seen much of on that left hand side, but I'm sure he's doing well regardless. Right, I'm not going to make any more subs in this game because McGregor is still carrying an injury and I don't want to aggravate that, so I don't think we'll be touching the tactics screen again. We didn't try the 5 at the back formation, which I kind of wish we had done since they've just gone in the lead again. That's annoying. That was a pretty sloppy goal to concede. Made it very, very easy for them. Look at that pass there, dink over the top. Just held his man off, and maybe Hall could have saved it. A better keeper would have saved that. No disrespect to Hall, of course. But like a Quintana or an O'Brien or even a King, it's annoying that all 3 of them were on international, because we could have used one of them in goal. Then what can you do? Alright, Stevens on the ball, lumps it forward to Manton, into Morrison, out wide to Lewis, who's wearing gloves by the looks of it. Poor ball from Lewis. To be honest, losing this match 3-2, which we have just done, I still take that, you know. I still think we did okay. Still, yeah, I'm still pleased with that. I think the lads did well. They played well. We did well to come back in the second half. 17 shots, 7 on target, 63% possession. They only had 5 and 4. So, yeah, we did well there, guys. We did well. This episode is going to end here. When we come back for the next friendly, there'll be a couple more league matches and I think a cup match as well between here and then. But when we do that next friendly, I'll make sure that we have more first teamers available so we don't have another repeat of this incident. So until then, guys, thank you very much for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, be sure to click the subscribe button. If you have subscribed to my channel, thank you guys for your continued support. And until next time, I will see you soon.